All right, guys, here we go. The automated Skool system. How to really leverage a free community on Skool to provide massive value. So you build that know, like, and trust factor with your audience, and then position yourself as the guide. So they see you as somebody that is credible, that is worth paying, and how to convert them into high ticket clients on autopilot. Let's dive in. This is everything we're going to cover today in this course. Okay, we're going to talk about how to generate traffic. We're going to talk about what to put in your free Skool community. What is Skool? We'll talk about that. Maybe you're completely new to Skool and you've just seen the Hormozy ads and you're like, what the heck is this thing? Is it some pyramid scam? Or you're very familiar, like I am. I've been on Skool for over a year now. So we're going to talk about what to include in your Skool group. Okay, what to automate, all of the step-by-step things to get set up so that you can get off the ground and get this marketing asset, this ecosystem built out so that you're producing clients consistently. All right. I'm not a hype guy, but I am all in on this method for many reasons. I've tried a lot of different funnels, and if you've heard me talk before, I believe more in an ecosystem than a funnel. And Skool is the tool that will facilitate and execute this strategy at the highest level. Okay, I'll talk more about that. So we'll talk about what to put in the group, how to grow it, how to convert. Okay, and then we'll talk a little bit about converting them into what kind of offer. So how did I really discover this? How did I put this into play? Like I said, I've tried a lot of different funnels, a lot of like direct book a call funnels. Here's my offer. I'll spend 8 to 10 grand a month on ads, get people into a booked call, but that created a buy or die type of environment where leads either buy or they die. There's no nurturing going on, so it's very hard, right? So weak marketing equals hard sales, strong marketing equals easy sales. And that is really what we're all about, right? So if you want, let's just zoom out for a second to really realize why we're even doing this. And this, for me, is what I'm about. This is what I want to create. And this is what I want to help you create, because there's many ways to build a successful business. You can be making 20, 50K a month, and you can do it in a way where you're hustling your ass off and you take no breaks. You're operating out of a scarcity place where you're constantly afraid, constantly anxious, right? So there's many ways to get there. There's many ways to get to your successful dream outcome. But for me, the ideal lifestyle I call the free life, it's making at least 20K a month profit. Right? 10K a month is cool, but that just pays the bills these days, right? With inflation and all that. But to have that free life where, this is us traveling. And if I'm proud of anything in my life, it's the lifestyle that I've lived with my family. I'm a dad of 3. I haven't made the most money out of, all these gurus and whatnot, but I've lived a pretty dang good life so far. I'm 37. I look young because I'm Filipino. But here we took 6 months off and traveled. I was able to work just a few hours a week, really, during this season of life. It's not always like that now. I like to work, so I work a little more. But I was able to do that because I had a business that provided me that lifestyle, right? And that's my philosophy. That's my belief about business. It should serve your life. I'm not here to build $100 million business and work nonstop and have a huge team to manage, having 40 team members and just constantly be stressed out. Like, if you want to do that, by all means, God bless your soul, man. I just ain't for you. But if you want to live that lifestyle where you're making at least 20K a month, that's relatively simple to get to in a couple of years. Depending on where you're starting, could be a few months. I'm going after the 100K a month profit. I do around 35K right now. 4-hour workdays, though. Like, that's the reality that I enjoy right now for the most part. Some days I'll work more. Some days I won't work at all, right? But for the most part, 4-hour workdays are the sweet spot, because for me, like I said, I'm a dad. I can't just be grinding all day. I like to enjoy my family. I like to watch movies with them. I like to chill. I like to play basketball, right? That's another big part of this. Like, hobbies you enjoy. The free life includes that. Okay. 4-day work weeks. If you have read Dan Sullivan's books. I got a lot of my philosophy from him. He's helped me tremendously in his coaching strategies of just the more days off you take, the more money you make. It's kind of counterintuitive, but that's the reality that he's experienced after coaching hundreds and thousands of seven-figure entrepreneurs. The more days you take off, the more you make, which makes sense. But having rest days is huge. I mean, just like look at any athlete, right? That's all I'll say about that. The free life is also about having a great community, surrounded either in person or online, like-minded people that can support you. And I definitely believe in the pack mentality. As you can see, the wolf. I believe the strength of the pack is the wolf, and the strength of the wolf is the pack. Good old Jungle Book, who quoted some poet. But I believe that is a huge aspect of life. Like if you're just isolated all the time, like this lone wolf mentality, it's crazy. It's not good. And the free life is, is being a blessing, living a life of generosity, right? That's why I love Skool, because you can facilitate generosity. You can give all your stuff, help people for free. It's amazing. But being a blessing is, to me, looks like just waking up to daily testimonials. Like that's what I love. I love seeing my clients win. Like Barbara here, online fitness coach, spent $6,000, made 135 sales at 199 a month, over 20 grand a month recurring revenue, right? Crushing it. That's what I love. That's what fuels me, is having a business model where you're just helping so many people that you can wake up every day to testimonials, more and more results from your life, and having a business model that facilitates that. And you need a marketing system. Like you may be the best coach in the world. You may be the best at what you do in the world. And that's only going to get you so far. You're not going to have the reach. You're not going to have the impact that you can have unless you have a marketing system, an ecosystem in place. All right. And the free life also includes an abundant soul. Like I said, living out of abundance, not scarcity. So let's dive in. Now that I went on my little rant there, what is Skool? Let's take a look at it. If you don't know, this is Skool. It's a platform. It's not some pyramid scam or whatever. There's multiple ways to view Skool. I view it as a mechanism, a tool to help me build a coaching business, a service-based business, a consulting business, an expert-based business, right? I'm not here to do a bunch of, it's a tool used to help us build our businesses, right? That is what it is. Check it out. You have, real quick, just as a quick overview, you have your community tab here. It's like a Facebook group. People can post, people can comment, you can pin your posts, right? You can pin important posts, you can pin your welcome post, give instructions. Then this is one of my favorite aspects, is you have the classroom, right? This is my free group, Freedom Creators. If you're watching this, you're in the group, right? I have my free courses. Boom. You can start here, upload your courses. You can have paid courses as well. Like I've got some courses that cost money, low ticket. Then you have your calendar, right? You can literally put events on here. Like I had a workshop recently, and it's right there for everybody to see in the community. So it's a community building platform. It's an all-in-one where it literally almost does everything you need to run your business. Okay. And then you can see your members, you can see leaderboards. So you have the gamification dynamic as well, which I'll talk about here in a minute. This is really huge for building engagement. Okay. And then you have your about page, which is your landing page. This is your landing page. This shows people why they should join when they land here from your Facebook ads, from your organic content or whatever. So that is a quick little overview. That's what Skool is. It's a platform. It's a tool, right? It replaces Kajabi or Facebook groups. Even High Level has their own thing, but Skool is great because it's just simple. So that is a quick overview. Let's keep going. Let's dive in. Why I like Skool. One of the main reasons is, maybe you've heard this from other YouTubers and whatnot, but the good old trust recession. I believe this to be true for sure. Like the more we are in this online world, this space of online education, where courses were super expensive, buying into, courses, mentorship for 10 grand and people getting burnt, right? People feeling like they've been scammed, trust just continues to dwindle, especially in the age of the irresistible offer, where everybody was just creating these outrageous claims and wild guarantees. I was part of that. All right. Which makes sense, but that has only fueled the trust recession. So Skool is great because you can deploy generosity and you can dismantle people's defenses by giving free stuff and being valuable. And you do that through your free courses, your community. You have the opportunity to build trust in a very automated way, yet also a ton of human connection. All right. So trust, you're able to build trust very quickly with Skool because of the course dynamic, because of the community dynamic, because of live engagement workshops you can do together. That's why I'm all in on Skool. Okay. And then the other thing is, if you haven't seen my other course on the authority content ecosystem, go and watch that. I made that a while ago, so I did not include really the Skool group system, but the principle is what matters, right? The automated Skool system is a tactic, right? The authority content ecosystem is the overarching strategy. It's the overarching principles, which is really all about leveraging paid ads and strategic content. All right, so I'll let you go and watch that course because that'll really help you dial in your messaging. That one's free as well. But the automated Skool system deploys this perfectly. We're able to put strategic content in our group that positions you as the authority, that positions you as the empathetic guy, that tells people you know what you're talking about, right? Then you can actually help them by helping them. You demonstrate you're knowledgeable by serving them, okay, through your courses, through your content. So that's why I love Skool, because with social media, right, you have YouTube, and that's great. I love YouTube. I have YouTube, and I'll continue to make videos on YouTube, but you can put all your videos and make it into a course on Skool, and now they're in one place. They're consuming your long form content, which you really need in order to build trust, right? You need long form content, but now you can just put those videos in the mechanism of a course and people can consume that. So that's one of the reasons I love Skool, right? Because you can use short form content and all of that to drive traffic to one place, which I'm getting ahead of myself, but that is why I like Skool. Okay. And the other thing is simple. You've heard Hormozy say it. If you know who that is, simple scales, fancy fails. I think the core value of simplicity has always guided my life. I do not like complexity. I get overwhelmed. I'm kind of sensitive. I don't know, ADHD. I don't even know. But I get overwhelmed pretty easily, and trying to do all these complex funnels and all of that stuff stresses me out. Okay. And it stresses your people out too, your audience. Like if you operate from a place of complexity and you're scatterbrained and you don't have simplicity, like that vibe is going to translate to your audience and they're going to be repelled. Like simple sells, complexity repels. So that, I made that up. I feel pretty cool. I think I actually got that from ChatGPT. It's a little hack, but I'll coin it. Simple sells. If you're not using ChatGPT, by the way, you should. It's good stuff, especially for coming up with names. Simple sells, complexity repels, right? So if you have all of this stuff, and that goes for everything. Like if you have this course and you feel like you need to have 20 hours of content, that doesn't equal value. Solving the problem equals value, right? If you solve the problem in 30, like if you can solve my problem in 10 minutes, I'd much prefer that than 5,000 modules. Okay, so don't just jam a bunch of stuff into your funnels. Really embrace simplicity in every aspect of your business. And that's why I love Skool, once again, because it's all in one. It's super intuitive to use. I've tried other softwares, Kajabi, High Levels platform. I haven't done the other ones, but haven't needed to because Skool is just super simple to use and everything's in one place. Okay, so the other thing is really building your list. Like if you This is the age old. I mean, this is like marketing 101. Have a list that you can build, that you can market to over and over again, that you own, because Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, you don't own any of that. You can get shut down at any time. So you're at risk. So the more you can build your email list, like this was a huge thing for me. I'm like, okay, why, if I use Skool, but I can't build my email list, like I realized that you can, because when you have people opt into your group, they put in their email, and then you use a simple Zapier connection to add that into your Go High Level CRM. All right, so real quick, I can show you that. For some people are like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but this is Zapier. You create an automation from Skool. They put their email in, and then it gets sent to Go High Level, right? And then Go High Level is our marketing CRM. So with Go High Level in Skool, you literally have everything you need. If you're not familiar with High Level, this does a lot of stuff. I won't overwhelm you with it, but the main thing I use it for is capturing emails, building my email list, and doing email marketing, and some other cool stuff like automating my IG DMs. So build the email list, because when people come into your group, they put in their email. There's 3 questions. I don't know how to pull it up right now, but if someone wants to join, they put in 3 questions, and one of those questions is, what's your email? And then that gets automatically put into my CRM, which, by the way, you can get a 30-day free trial to High Level. Just let me know. I have a whole setup for you for online coaches as well, where it'll give you the automations, help you set up the email, all that fun stuff. All right. So that's another big reason. And then this is one of the analogies I like that I've heard, is that social media is like the sidewalk, right? In your school group, your community, it's like the storefront. And how likely do you think people are to buy your stuff on a sidewalk compared to your own storefront? So we use all of these social media sources to drive traffic into the school community. And that's why I love it, because I have my courses. I have low ticket courses in here that I can sell. I have workshops that I can sell. I have my high ticket one-on-one coaching that I can sell. And it just creates a better selling environment where people naturally want to buy. Okay. And it's not going to be everybody. It's probably like 5% of the people that join your group will buy stuff. Everyone else is there for the free content, but that's also cool with me, because I like generosity. I like helping people. So it's all good. All right. Couple FAQs. Why not just use a Facebook group? I've heard this a lot. One is Facebook can be distracting, right? People are on Facebook. They're in a million groups already, and they're getting distracted by notifications. When you're on a school platform, like, you're dialed in to learn, like you go there to engage and to learn. So that's why I like Skool compared to just using a Facebook group. But the principles here can apply to a Facebook group. Like my friend Cody, who serves roofers, does like $160K a month. He implements all of these principles just on a Facebook group. So I just love Skool for the reasons I've talked about already. So since Skool is new, like, isn't there a reach problem? Like, it's a new platform. There's not a lot of people on it, right? And I can see how in the beginning that was a concern. I don't know how many users they have now, but with Alex Hormozi investing into Skool and just like literally just dominating and pushing it out, like he's making it the next Shopify or Amazon of online education. And I definitely believe in Hormozi's ability. So there already is a ton of users. I don't know the exact number, but once they're on, they're engaging. So, and with Hormozi, he's just going to continue to push it. All right. I'm sure you've seen the ads everywhere. And then number 3 was a big one for me. Like, isn't running and managing a group a pain in the ass? And yes and no. Like, it could be if you're running a community around something you're not passionate about. If you're running a community and it's just not set up in a way that facilitates your skills, right? and you don't like talking about your topic, you don't like talking about that. Like I ran a Facebook group to grow my agency, and it was a pain in the ass. Like, so that made me inconsistent. So I get this one. This was a big one that I struggled with. I'm like, oh man, it's going to be another group. But I found that I enjoy it because I'm talking about stuff that I love, and I'm helping people solve problems that I'm equipped to solve. So make sure you set it up in a way that facilitates you doing what you love to do. Okay. And then with Skool, it's just different than a Facebook group as well. You can do live workshops together, challenges, a bunch of cool stuff that make it fun and engaging. It's got the leaderboard so they can gamify stuff. And then the last one, I know this more probably for the beginners, like, isn't it some sort of like business opportunities, like some sort of pyramid thing? Once again, now it's just a platform, a tool to use to grow our businesses. All right. So the foundations, let's get into the nitty gritty. The foundations to building your free community are: one, you want to have a clear outcome, and you want this to be aligned. And this is pretty much the same promise as your offer, right? So you have a high ticket offer. You're a coach, maybe you're a wellness coach, relationship coach, business coach. You know, your offer needs to have one clear outcome. It needs to have one clear outcome, and that should be the same. Like if you go to my Skool group, this is what we're about: helping you build a 20 to 50K a month profit, coaching or service-based business. I'll live in the free life, 4-hour work days, 4-hour work weeks, doing work you love. That's the promise. That's the outcome we're after. And that's the same as my one-on-one coaching. I just help you do that a lot faster, hands-on, paying for speed. So the content in here is all leading to that singular outcome. And that's what your group should do. It shouldn't be some random thing. We're not creating groups just for fun. We're creating groups to build our business. All right. So it needs to have one clear outcome. Your messaging needs to be dialed in. All right. You don't want to get lost in the noise. You want your message to be clear and concise. That's where the one clear outcome comes from. And something that helps, we can talk a little bit about niche, and pretty much all I will say is you should niche around your problems. What problems are you solving? And you should have clear, unique mechanisms, that show how you're different and show that your way is a better way. All right. So if you want to learn more about that, that is the Authority Content ecosystem. You'll learn more about messaging, being clear on really how to position yourself as the expert guide, right? Because that's what we need to do in order for someone to know, like, and trust us and then buy from us. We need to be seen as the guide. Okay. So those are like really foundational. If you don't have that, like, your group will suck. Naming the group, you really, once again, should flow with your business model. Like, there's different ways to name. I like the identity-based names. Like, I am a freedom creator. Like, that's an aspirational identity people can associate with. Like Jim Launch had Gym Lords. I worked with Alex Hormozy back in the day. So when I ran my gym, and Gym Lords was their thing, right? That was like their identity. That's what, it's all over their swag and all of that. And like, hey, I'm a Gym Lord. Cool. And there's other people like, obviously ClickFunnels, Russell Brunson, funnel hackers, right? That's an aspirational identity. And that's powerful. That is a huge part of building a movement, being a leader of a movement, making that transition from just like a marketer to being seen as someone that is more of a holistic thought leader, like in the space that you're in, which is another topic for another day, being a movement maker. Okay. So the name, use ChatGPT, come up with some ideas. And for me, I love the name Freedom Creator because I've always been driven by freedom. That's always been my focus for the majority of my life. Like, how do I obtain more financial freedom, more time freedom? And then more recently in the last season, it's like freedom of purpose. How do I step into doing work that is in my zone of genius, where freedom is not just about me, but it's about helping people at the greatest level, at where my deepest skills and my deepest passions align with the problems that I'm solving. All right. So that's ultimate freedom when you have all three: freedom of time, money, and purpose. So freedom creators, that's what I believe is an identity. Like when you can create freedom for others, you're going to get freedom yourself. And when you solve problems for people, you help them be more free, right? Whether it's in their relationships, their health, their wealth. Those are the types of people that I love to serve. All right. Settings. Yeah, like your basic stuff. I mean, you can literally just go to settings and, this is the basic: set up your account, your bio. I mean, I won't go into all that fun stuff right now, but like your about page, this is huge. This video is a video sales letter, right? I won't go into all of that right now, but basically you need to have a good video here that explains why they should join. What are they going to get? Okay, you should have some testimonials in here, maybe a couple images that show what this group is all about, because this is where people are going to land. So you can look at mine, you can model mine for sure. Leaderboards, you can come up with some names for the different levels, which is fun. And your basic setup, you want to have like your welcome here, start here post, which gets people to comment, engage. Literally, you can just model my stuff. This is what the most successful Skool people are doing. Have a good, solid welcome here post. And then you're just posting your content consistently, right? Got to have a good cadence for that. All right, let's see what else. Your About Me page. Cool. Let's get into the next phase here. All right, what to put in your group. What are you going to put in the group? What do we include? Okay, we're going to free courses, low ticket courses, free workshops or paid workshops. You can do challenges and then daily content. That's what you want to include. Pretty straightforward. If you're just starting out, you have no audience, I'd probably start with free courses, free workshops, just to really build the momentum, to build the connection. The more you can help people, I'm a believer you should do the unscalable things, especially in the beginning, right? And that looks like doing free workshops, hopping on coaching calls with people. Like that's the stuff where you're creating connection with people and you're going to facilitate relationship much faster. And that's what community is all about. You're here to serve. You're here to serve this community. And when you do, you're never going to have to worry about where your next client's going to come from. Okay. Because people are going to trust you because you've helped them. So let's take a look. What does that look like? So free courses, like I said, you can upload them in here. You can take a look at mine and just model mine. But each one of these is like one of my unique mechanisms within the Freedom Creator Way. Like the Freedom Creator Way is the overall model to get to the outcome. And then these are the various unique mechanisms that I teach, that I use to get to that outcome, right? So you should make a VSL, a course that provides value, but also is positioning you as the authority, as someone that knows what they're talking about, has testimonials sprinkled out in there as well. So these are strategic courses. They're not just pure like a normal course. They serve two purposes: to sell people on you, your unique mechanism. They should get to know, like, and trust you, and they should get to trust your way of solving their problem. Okay. So that's what you should include. What's the bare minimum you need to start out with? Just one video sales letter. Okay. Just one video sales letter. And that's right here that you can find. It's like anywhere from a 20 to 40-minute video. I help my clients build this out. But in a one-on-one basis, but an overview, you can go and watch mine. It's like you want to have a hook, a strong hook that's solving the problem, have a short origin story about who you are, and it should cover your unique mechanisms. So this whole video is designed to give people a window into who you are. Who are you? What's your vibe like? What's your energy like? What's your system all about? Some testimonials. So this is like the most important asset you need to create. Okay, so go and check mine out. That'll give you an idea of how to create your own. But eventually, you should have a couple other courses in there based on your other unique mechanisms. All right. Low ticket is great as well to have low ticket courses, because that really just accelerates people moving towards you, those little micro commitments where they actually pay you money and they are more likely to consume the content as well when they actually pay for it. So you can do that, and then that they will turn into what we call a customer, right? So we take leads, we turn them into customers, and we turn those customers into clients. And you do that through, you can do paid workshops as well. You can put your workshops on here and everyone will get notified, but you also want to send email blasts out as well. Like, hey, I'm doing a free workshop on, like, later on, I'm going to do a free workshop on this course, how to create your automated school system. That's going to be a live free workshop, and then I might charge for it in the future. Who knows? That's another thing. Be a scientist. Test things out. Everything works. You just got to find what works for you. And this may feel like a lot of things to create, and it is, right? You don't have to do all of this at once. Like, build it out as you go. Just start. That's like the main thing. Like, just start. If you're going to do Skool and use this as your main client acquisition channel, like, just get started. There's many other ways to acquire clients, but this is the one that I like, that I enjoy, that feels right for me. I like being off of social media. I don't like posting content every day. I don't like being on Facebook every day. This feels better for me. I feel more at peace when I'm using this. It's simple for me instead of having to be on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook every day, TikTok, Reels, posting 5 times a day. It's like, no, man, I can automate this stuff. Okay. And I can have a little bit more chill of a pace. So yeah, because I don't really like being on social media a ton. All right, quick recap. You've got your challenges, you've got your daily content. I mean, like, challenges, I haven't even done that yet. That's just something you can do. I've done workshop, I've done the free courses. The main thing is, just to get started, you want your Start Here course. You want your welcome email, your auto DM, right? Which is in these settings here. If you go to settings, you go to your community that you've go to your admin. Here we go. It's under plugins. It's under plugins. You can auto DM. You set that up, and then you can come in and have a chat. For me, I like to connect. I don't like to use a setter. I don't like to use anyone else. I like to auto DM, and then I come in with the real DM and say, hey, this is me. Great to meet you. Once again, you can just model the initial message that I send to you. If you're in my group, then you know what I'm talking about. All right. Your welcome post, that's your pin post, and then your course. Already talked about that. All right, let's move on. How to grow the group. There's a few ways. I use Facebook and Instagram ads right now, and then I also use content. So the ads, anywhere from, like, right now, about $10 to get someone in from the ads. It's just super simple image ads right here. Right, this is what matters: the headline, the image, and the 3 sentences above the fold. So, hey, 3 free courses to help you grow your coaching business to at least 20, 50K a month profit, 20, 50K a month without sacrificing the fun. No complex funnels needed to get clients. So I use images, simple images like this, and they convert well. All right. So this is what I love, because I love running ads. I love the leverage of ads. I love the ability to just turn on an ad and not rely on the organic content algorithm to grow my business. So I'm spending $50 a day right now. I'm going to bump that up as I go and just continue to scale this bad boy to like $300 a day and just keep going, because I love spending money on ads, especially when you put in $1, you get at least 2 out. That's a good feeling. It's pretty fun. It's definitely better than gambling, okay, or relying on the good old organic content, which I still do, and I believe that's important. I just don't rely on it. So this is the number one way that I would say to start with. I wouldn't wait. Okay. Some people are like, oh, I got to get my organic first. Like, no, you can start at $5 a day, $10 a day, just to get your feet wet. Like, just start with ads. Don't wait. That's what I would encourage myself. If I was just starting out to grow my group, to get clients, I would say do it now. Definitely do it now. Okay. So ads, huge way to do it. Okay. And then the other way is through content, through your content, through your reels. So depending on what platforms you use, I use Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. And that's what I like about Skool is I just have one link that I send everybody to. It's on my Instagram profile. It's on my YouTube. It's in all my YouTube video descriptions. So I'm not sending people to like different landing pages for different lead magnets. It's very simplified. You're going to one page, and that's my about page in my Skool group. One call to action. Even if I create a bunch of different lead magnets, it's all going to be in one place. So the link never changes, which I love. Simplicity. And then I have it on my Skool, my Facebook banner as well. Hey, join my group. I can do a lot better job with this. The hook kind of sucks, but anyway, that's there. So your short form content, your long form content, it should all lead to your Skool group, your Skool community. And then, in your stories, you mention it a few times a week. This is a huge one. Okay. Don't miss out on this. Like, people aren't going to join your community because you have a cool community for online coaches, right? It's because I have lead magnets, free courses in here that solve very painful problems. Okay. So that's why people are going to join your group. As you can see, like in my ads, it's about how to get a specific outcome, right? I have courses, excuse me, to help you get that outcome. I'm not just saying, hey, I got this cool group of people that are like me that want to, you want to lose some weight or whatever. It needs to be very specific. So your lead magnets are going to be the hook that get people into your group. Okay. So that's the other way. Organic content, putting out value on Instagram through your reels, your stories, and then making a call to action a few times a week, get people to join. And you never know. And this is the beautiful part about content, which I love doing content. I just don't like doing it every day. You never know, one of your reels can go viral. I haven't had one of those yet, but that would be awesome. So you definitely want to be consistent with content as well. It's not an either or thing. It's definitely both paid ads and content. Okay. The last way we grow the group is through organic automation. So basically have the software. I'll have a course, at least a video that goes over this. I'll just briefly mention it now. But basically what it does, like let's say Instagram, I'm using Instagram. I have these different columns, right? I can import leads from Instagram. So I can go to someone that has my audience. I can scrape all of their profiles, everyone that follows them or likes their posts. I can put them in this column here. I click run now. And based on the parameters that I put for what is a qualified prospect, it will automatically search through all of the profiles, and then only the qualified people will be put into this column. So for me, that's online coaches, agency owners, consultants, experts. And then this software has another automation in this column that will send out an intro message, and then it'll invite them to your Skool group, which I'm getting a handful of people join the group every day from this process. I don't make it super spammy. I'm not doing any hard pitching or anything like that. I'm just saying, hey, what's up? Like your content. And I check out their content, but I also have it just like automated where it sends out that very simple message. And then a few days later, it'll invite them to the Skool group. So that is huge, very overlooked way of growing your group. I'm also getting a ton of qualified people to like follow me on Instagram as well. So I'm growing my audience. Automation is definitely huge for growing your group. All right. We've talked about organic paid ads, how to grow your group. We've talked about what to put in your group. Let's talk about how to sell, how to convert. What's the path to get people into your offer, whether you're doing one-on-one coaching, group coaching, you've got a low ticket paid community, Maybe you're selling agency services, copywriting services, any other type of service. Maybe you have a SaaS. Okay, this all going to work for any of those types of offers. I believe in the core connection offer, where you have one offer, meaning you have one outcome and you have tiers of access. Okay, that is found in the authority content ecosystem. I talk about that. Actually, that's in the aligned offer course, where I talk about the core connection offer. So go check that one out if you want more on creating a really good offer. So conversion path: email, coaching calls, workshops, and chat. Those are the 4 different ways that I'm converting right now. So how did the numbers work out? Usually it's about $5 to $15 to get people to join. 10 to 15% of those guys are going to book calls, which means you're going to be able to acquire clients for anywhere from $250 to $1,000, right? So if you have a solid offer, you're going to be profitable. And the cool thing is, very important part of this is these calls are with qualified people. Okay. There's nothing worse than getting on a call with unqualified people. They're wasting your time and they don't show up. Like, my show rate is like 90%. Okay. It's nothing worse than having a call on the calendar and you're anticipating it and they don't even show up, and you blocked out 30 minutes of your time. Talk about feeling like you're wasting time and energy. So that's the beautiful part about this system, is that the calls are high quality and the show rates are high. Okay. Even though the lower percentage of people are booking calls, it still makes it worth it. So email. So the way I use email is, one, I have a welcome email that goes out, and that points people back to the intro course. Then I have a series of emails I'm setting up for 30 days. I'm continuing to add to that nurture sequence, because that's going to be huge. Like, maybe people don't log back into the Skool course. They get those emails a few times a week, sends them back to my course, right? It sells them on the course continually. Here, this is how so-and-so got this result. Check it out in the authority content ecosystem. Go watch the course, right? So I'm selling them on the course, and then below the course is a call to action to book a call, right? So these are the coaching calls. Book a free roadmap call with me personally. And I don't sell on this call. You can't buy anything on this call. So once again, doing the unscalable, this is just pure value. And if people want to know about the coaching that I offer, I'll mention it. But it's a very non-salesy approach to build relationship. And when the time is right, and they do want to know more, then you can definitely share more about your offer as well. And inevitably, at least 1 out of 5 people are going to want to take you up on your offer. But the reason this works is, one, it's pure value. And most people usually think this is a disguise for a sales call, which a lot of people use just various words. Hey, this is my roadmap call, and it's just like a pure hard pitch. This is just another way to build trust and show that you're different. You're here to serve. You're detached from the outcome. I don't care if you sign up or not. I'm here to serve you. If my coaching can help you, I'd love to help you. That's how I approach sales. I don't have the hardcore closing Grant Cardone style mentality, and it works out well for me. All right. So yeah, that's email leads to the coaching calls. The coaching calls are also, my voice is, this is a long course. My voice is starting to give out. But these coaching call links are below all of your courses. Okay. So it's sprinkled throughout your course, and it's in the welcome post here. Like, hey, book the call. It's also right here. Hey, book a call. Because that's also how you unlock everything. If you don't want to engage in the group and you just want to unlock all of the courses right away, then you can just book a call with me, and I'll give you a clear roadmap. We'll identify your bottleneck. Boom. So you can do a version of that for your business. Okay. And then workshops. Workshops are another great way to accelerate the know, like, and trust factor, get people on live with you, perpetuate the goodwill, help people. Like I said, you throw these on the calendar, you let people know, promote it for 5 days. Boom, make sure it's a helpful topic that they struggle with, answer questions, do a soft pitch at the end. Hey, if you want to know more about my one-on-one coaching or my group coaching, book a call with me. or you can just pitch your low ticket community like, hey, I'm running this promotion. Here's the bonuses. Boom. So it's an easy soft pitch at the end. But it's not just like a workshop where it's just pure pitching. It's like you actually give value. Okay. And then by chat, this is like one of the best parts. I do a combination of like where I do coaching calls. Like, so that's, like I said, I don't sell on necessarily on the call. If I think they're a good fit, I'll send them my offer doc, which contains my offer via chat. So this is like, to me, this is the holy grail. Eventually I'll move 100% of my sales to just chat only, right? The more you have a bigger audience, the more you have, influence with your content, the easier it is to sell people by chat because they're already sold on you. If they've consumed your content, they're already sold on you and your unique mechanisms. And now they just need the logistics. How does it work? What's your offer? And you can just give that to them through the doc. Are you in or out? Boom. But if you're just starting out, probably not the best way to, like I tried to, when I was just starting out to build my coaching business, I was doing that and it caused anxiety. I'm like, no, I need to go back to calls. Like I need to connect with people, do the unscalable, especially in the beginning. So that's how you convert people into your core offer. Emails, have a 30-day email sequence. You don't have to put all the emails in there now. At least have a few that send people back to your courses. Okay, sell people on your courses in the emails, why they should consume the course. And then when they consume the course, the call to action is book a call. Do workshops every 4 weeks, every week, if you want to. I mean, the more the better, for real. And then lead people to chat, right? In the DMs, you can book calls through chat as well. Like, hey, do you want some help? Great, let's hop on a call. So that's the conversion path. I think I covered everything there. Let's move on. We are almost finished. Okay, let's talk about automation. What not to automate is the human connection, right? You don't want AI just handling all of your conversations. And that's the beautiful part about schools and the DMs. You can have genuine conversations. So don't automate human connection. There should be a fine balance there. You should automate your authority and positioning. And that's what the courses do. That's why Skool is so amazing. You get the long form trifecta here, right? Where people can consume your long form content through your courses. They get to see your unique mechanisms at work, how you solve problems, what you value, what you don't value. All of that is done at scale, right? So that's the beautiful part about having those courses in place. So you definitely want to automate your authority and your positioning. Other things you want to automate is your welcome email. That's all done through High Level. Your email nurture sequence. This is huge. You should definitely have this. I'm building out 30 days of just value emails, pitching the course, go back to the course, right? And then book a call. Your welcome email, your welcome DM should be automated, and then the coaching calls, right? So I have links to the coaching call everywhere, and that's a form of automation. So lastly, if you haven't started your own Skool group, your Skool community, and you want to, you'll find a link below this video to start your free 14-day trial. It's $99 a month after that. Using my affiliate link, I'll give you a free one-on-one launch call with myself. I'll help you strategize, answer any questions you may have after watching this video. I'm sure you'll have more questions. Happy to help you get launched. So just DM me if you do use my link, and we'll get this ball rolling. All right. Also, like I said, High Level does the other part that Skool doesn't, like the automated email marketing, the text marketing, landing pages, automated IG DMs. High Level does that. Lucky Leads is my white label version of High Level. I have it all set up, all the automations built out and all that. You'll get a free 30-day trial as well. Whew. So I think we did it. I think we finished the course. I'm going to go pop me a throat lozenger. It's funny, I got punched in the throat playing basketball the other day, so it's like still pretty swollen. So I'm glad you bared with me. And lastly, if you want more help to speed things up, At the time of this recording, I do one-on-one coaching. All right, so you can hop on a free call with me. We'll identify your bottlenecks. We'll lay out a game plan to help you get to the next level in your business, get some momentum, get you unstuck. And if my coaching makes sense, right now I just do one-on-one. I may have a group program here soon. I can give you more information on that as well. But the links will be below to start your own Skool group. I'd love to help you get launched with that and then book a roadmap call as well. All right. See you later.